Okay, normally we are live. I want to make sure the music's not too loud. Hopefully. Or like that it's not too low. Anyway. How do I start this? Apparently I'm having a very smooth voice right now, so all I'm gonna say is hello you beautiful nerds of the world, Torok at your service. Welcome to this third episode of finding one death battle per Pokemon, basically, where tonight I tried to fight my visceral sugar addiction by drinking water, looking at death battle matchup, and try to not think about it too hard. Oh my god. Hello everyone. So Pokemon, am I right? And Death Battle. Two very cool things. This is Gen 3. Just a quick reminder of the rules. Those are very straightforward. We use no returning Pokemon. This means every Pokemon that already has been on Death Battle, we try to avoid. Well, they already got their matchups, so I'm not gonna bother too much with them. This gen is gonna be it's not gonna apply this much for this gen because there are no Gen 3 Pokemon that has been on Death Battle yet. So this is pretty straightforward. One matchup per evolution line. That is the precision, because like if I were to try and find a matchup for every Pokemon, like every gen video would be like 10 hours long, and like plus like I don't think we really want to bother too hard on that. Sorry, I got a bit of a hiccup a little bit. Oh god. But you know. Okay, sorry, I can't even read my own fucking guidelines. I'm sorry. Number three, regional variants. They do count as part of a same Pokemon family. For example, you have a Alolan and Galarian Meowth. They were already in the they are considered as a Gen 1 evolution line. They are part of the Meowth family, so if we find a matchup for Meowth, the whole family is already done, basically. It's already covered. For example, there's a Galarian Zigzagoon. Yes, I was afraid to say something really dumb, but like. If we find a matchup today about Zigzagoon, this is also going to cover the Galarian Zigzagoon from, in Gen 8. So we won't have to bother with that. Number 5, I think? No, it's number 4. It's, I don't know why I'm very tired. I'm very tired tonight, but that's kind of like the point of this stream. That's kind of like the point of this series. Anyway, evolutions introduced in a later gen are counted as part of the generation the original line was introduced in. So as I kind of like as I briefly explained, if we cover like Rhyperior, for example. Of the Rhydon line and Rhyhorn. Rhyperior is considered a Gen 1 character, Pokemon, despite being introduced in Gen 4. Because it's from an evolution line that originated from Gen 1, so it's considered a Gen 1 Pokemon. So if you see in this list Pokemons that like evolutions that were introduced in later gen, like Probopass, for example, that's on purpose because it's the same evolution line. 5 is just it's mostly for the stream. It's mostly if you are watching this live and you want to request matchup. Keep your ideas for the stream that is meant. If you have like a matchup for a Pokemon that is from a different generation, save those ideas for the for the intended the intended stream. Today, this is we are covering every Pokemon in Gen 3. So if you have an idea about Gen 4, you wait until we cover Gen 4. Or if you have an idea about Gen 1, but we've already done Gen 1, you can always go back to the stream about Gen 1 and suggest them in the comments. I will read them eventually. Not sure. I will. I'll try my best. I normally I keep track of every comment I receive, so it's always a thing. Number 6 finally, and after that we can finally start. It's we avoid battles between other Pokemons when it's like between Pokemons, like Battle Royale, basically, because apparently the most popular Pokemon matchups, it's always against themselves. Like it's always like starter Battle Royale. Then it's like there's this type of Pokemon versus this type of Pokemon, or like it's the bird death battle Royale and stuff. We avoid those. We try to avoid those as much as possible, unless it's like it really sounds good. But I don't have any example of a matchup that really sounds good between Pokemon. I feel like the one that Death Battle did, the Pokemon Battle Royale, is like it's the only one we really need. But that's a personal opinion. All right, now, as we usually do, I'm gonna open up Google. I don't know why I said it that way, and we can start our quest, our search for one death battle per Pokemon. So our first contender today is gonna be the plant, the grass type starter. Sorry, because I'm gonna have a reflex of calling the grass type the plant type, because in French, that's how we call them in French for some reason. So Sceptile, or like Trico, but no, I just got reminded. I know there's a very popular matchup about Grovyle. Yeah, there's a very popular matchup about Grovyle, and I don't like it. I really don't like. I don't like the idea of Lucina versus Grovyle, because I get it. It's the mystery dungeon guy, who is kind of like a guy from the future or something. It's been a while since I haven't. It's been a while since I've played a mystery dungeon this game, so I don't really remember his story in this game, but That seems way too random. That seems a bit too random. A Pokemon, even for a Pokemon fight, you know. Even though it could be interesting to talk about to cover. It could be interesting to cover a mystery dungeon, but personally, against Lucina specifically, it just sounds weird. But let's go with Sceptile, because it's the big one. It's what the evolution line is all about. It's covered by no one. I was kind of expecting that. But Reptile, fuck off. Fuck off. Sceptile versus Reptile, just fuck off. He's already got his matchup. He's already got the best matchup. Maybe another guideline I should have done is probably regarding trainers, but I think it's obvious to think it's obvious to point out we are only covering the Pokemon themselves. I just realized, fuck, I forgot the music was still was not on. Let me pull off the, because I use the Pirate Town. I use the Pirate Town music, but I didn't go back to the classic playlist. No. Let me get to the playlist, please. No, not this. There you go. This stream is starting very well. I can already tell. It's professionalism. There you go. Anyway, I think I don't really have a choice for now, even though I don't like it. I really don't like it for me, but I think our first matchup is gonna be Lucina versus Grovyle. Grovyle? Oh no. I already forgot how it's spelled. No, it's that way. It's that way. I'm even gonna put a question mark, which means like if you have better recommendation for this matchup, if you're watching this live, I'll take it. You know, you can just leave one in the chat. Let me refresh something. Alright. Sorry, I needed to check. A few things. Now, onto Blaziken, and Blaziken is kind of like Blaziken is the opposite of like the Sceptile line. It's not that he doesn't have enough. It's that he's got too much matchups that are too out there. There's a shit ton of matchups you can do just because of the fire element. He's a fire brawler, you know, like he's a fire karate man. So like, fire karate men are like they're half of pop culture. So you can basically put him against. You can easily put it against everything. I want to say Blaziken. I want to say Blaziken versus Ken because, you know, at least this one's funny. At least I get the joke. Oh my god. Sorry, checking your OBS a little bit. There you go. There you go. Sorry. I know. You show up. I know I made a. It's true that I made a matchup about Blaziken versus Flame Dramon from Digimon. I was kind of hoping to find another thing. Let me put the franchise, the name of the franchise we're facing. Okay, Blaziken versus Ken, or Blaziken versus Flame Dramon from Digimon. If I could do something original, you know, if I could do like a matchup that's like a different matchup than a Pokemon versus Digimon, it'll be welcome. But they're both equally like they're both equally meh for me. So, Autistic Gamer Sean, hey. Torok stream and Overwatch 2 time. Nice. I'm doing a lot of streamings, like next to other people's streams. Am I? I'm kind of infiltrating the YouTube game. I'm kind of infiltrating everyone's YouTube game, I think. Okay. So. Do we pick Ken or Flame Dramon? But at Plant High. You know, while I'm thinking about this, you know, I'm gonna while I think about it, let's move on to the man, the legend, favorite Pokemon right now, and probably the most complicated one. Probably the most complicated one, Swampert. Good old Swampert. I need a Swampert matchup. It's my number one. Look at him. Look at him. He's my fish bear. He's my good fish bear. Love him. Anyway. The fuck is this? Oh, is this another? Yeah, it's a Monster Hunter thing. I feel like there's a lot of Pokemon versus Monster Hunter, which I guess is not like it's not too far a stretch, but it's like it's kind of like Pokemon and Digimon. It seems like very Magnus Milan, hi. Well, hi to both highs. Okay, no, this is just the guy is just doing okay, it's just a moveset for like a death battle fighting game. Okay, it's a death battle fighting game concept that people like to do. The Mega Form. His Mega Form got the Popeye arms. Yeah, he's so dorky. I love it. I love his Mega Form. He's a dork. Like the whole Swampert, the entire line is like it's a himbo basically. I just like the idea of Swampert being a himbo. You know, you have the Sceptile, who's like kind of slick. He's kind of he's kind of like a hitting from the shadows and stuff. Blaziken, you know, he's the serious martial artist. You know, he's giving kicks. He's meditating and shit. And Swampert, he's just like some strong guy. He's just the himbo. He's just the guy who likes to be nice and showing off. But you know, that's my personal interpretation. There's no like it's not the core character of the Pokemon. It's not something we should look up for a matchup. Not streaming, just playing for fun. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so Swampert has a good Swampert has a solid theme, and it's not only a water creature, it's a mud creature. It's a fighter that uses the mud, basically. I don't want to say, like, my first guess would be, like, Clayface from DC Comics. I don't think it's that level, but it could be, like, a fight between mud users, if that makes any sense. Is there, like, if I do mud, if I just say mud as a let me see the Death Battle Fanon wiki. Do they have any suggestions? Damn, not at all. Aside from the Hoenn starter. Oh, and he actually won? He actually won his starter, his battle royale. Wow, that is no, I do not believe that. I want to see his win. I do want to see his win. Oh, there it is. Wait, how does he win? Does he actually win? No. Are you serious? It's Swim. Dude, he's the only one with a... He's got a Type 4 weakness. Like, Sceptile can just wipe its ass. That's kinda kind of hard to believe. That's a hard to believe conclusion. Anyway. I'm frustrated. I can't find anything about Swampert. Is there a death battle about Mudkip? Sorry. Deoxys versus Dark Samus. That's actually a good idea that I actually made a thumbnail out of it. You know, what if we just go over the matchups I already know? For example, because like there's a surprisingly like there's a ton of popular matchup regarding Gen 3. So I think it could be a good start to talk about those who are like really popular. For example, Kyogre. Kyogre, I know he has a very popular one, and how do I say this? It's how do I say this? There's a popular matchup about Kyogre, and it's of course. Come on, sell me something. Poseidon, there you go. Poseidon versus Kyogre, you know, very popular matchup. You know, let's do that. Let's do this. I'm sure people absolutely loves this idea. You know, there's gonna be no complaint. Poseidon from God of War, exactly. There is no problem whatsoever about Poseidon, Kyogre versus Poseidon from God of War. I'm sure everyone. Okay, it's chaos. It's fucking chaos. Okay, it's Kyogre versus Chaos from Sonic. Like everyone's been doing it. If I don't put it here, sorry. If I don't put it here, like I'm gonna be executed. You know, Magnus. You don't need to put your comment twice. I can read it. I don't know why. It's you're posting it twice. So if you can do something about it so like we avoid like I believe in equality of being read. In the quality of comments. Rayquaza also. I don't even want to make a joke out of it. It's been a Death Battle cast like very. I think it was the last Death Battle cast, and it was a Rayquaza versus Bahamut. Which, you know, Dragon Kings of the Sky. I kind of like it too. Can't say I mastered the matchup, or like I know everything about it. Oh, Regirock. There's a matchup about Regirock that honestly, I hate myself for not putting myself on screen when I reacted to the idea of this matchup. Basically I was preparing as I was preparing this list. You know, I was thinking about, just like unconsciously thinking about matchups. And when I came to Regirock, I found the matchup instantly, because there was another character that I've been wanting in Death Battle that I couldn't find a matchup for, and it was Aghanos from Killer Instinct. And then when I typed like Regirock, I was like, all right, let's think about Regirock. Wait. I was like, God damn it, that is so perfect. Why didn't I think of that? So yeah, Regirock versus Aghanos, or Aghanos versus Regirock. That's the big question. That is actually the big question. I'm thinking too hard about this. I'm thinking way too hard about this. Is there another? I think there's another matchups that there's another like death battle that I'm thinking with a Gen 3 Pokemon. God of War. There you go. I know there's Ermac. Actually, God of War is like one of my favorite Pokemon, and I think possibly one of my most wanted Pokemon in the context of Death Battle. Like, I think they could be very interesting. I think it could be very interesting to have to see in Death Battle, just to confirm or debunk the whole black hole theory, but. The problem is that its concept is too vague. Or, like, it can be? It's, like, I know there's a popular matchup about it, about God of War. And it's, God of War versus Ermac from, Mortal Kombat. There's actually... Who the fuck did a wonderful animation? There's actually a very cool sprite fight done by a guy, and I was so hyped by it. I kind of like added voices in it, kind of like as a fan thing. But like the matchup itself is still a bit. I'm still a bit iffy on it. So I'm gonna put this here, but I'm still not sure because like the theme is like. The only theme is like telekinesis basically. But it's vague. There's not much more. There's not a lot more in my opinion. Excuse me. Bit of a hiccup again. So yeah, I think there's that, but I kind of want to find a better opponent for God of War. I know I've had for a while ago. I've had the idea of a God of War versus Toriel from Undertale because of the whole Guardian Angel thing, basically, which I think it's a bit more. Let's put it because like it's more fresh in my opinion. It's a fresher idea. It's a bit more in character for both. So let's go with that. Let's go with that. And I think for this I'm gonna go with Blaziken versus Flame Dramon. I guess it would bring like more original characters into Death Battle instead of like returning characters. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back to struggling about Swampert. Let's go back to talk about Swampert. What could be a mud fight? What could be a themed mud fight? I'm gonna do a first thing. I'm gonna pull off something I haven't actually done. I'm going to ask the Discord Death Battle. I'm going to ask the Death Battle Discord, and because there's a special channel in there's a special thread in matchup discussion that is like who should fight who, and you can like ask things. So I'm going to do exactly that. Alright, let's just Sorry, I'm very quiet. Suddenly, all of a sudden, and you know this is YouTube. This is streaming. Like no one's allowed to be quiet and to be focused. You know, you always have to be talking about that. I always have to be juggling keys in front of you. I always need to be getting your attention. Getting your attention. I'm getting your attention. Hey, pay attention. Sorry, I'm an asshole. Alright. The request has been sent. We'll see if there's any funny matchups later. Let's just move on to, you know, I wanna say move on to Zigzagoon or like Mighty, you know? But I feel like it's those kind of Pokemon, like no one really care about this. Or like in a death battle contest, I don't think anyone care about Mightyena. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's Kiba? What the fuck is Kiba? I do not know. I do not know. Is there a matchup about Zigzagoon just for the joke of it? None that sound actually good. Is there a matchup for Linoon? Oh right, that's right. There's Godzilla versus Groudon. Sorry. Again, you're posting twice, Magnus. You need to get that fixed, cause like that's a problem. I'm almost suspecting you're spamming a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, there's not a lot about Linoon, so let's just move to something same for like Dustox. Or like Wormhole and shit. I'm kind of a... Oh, I feel like Ludicolo, though. Ludicolo might have some... Oh, sorry. Yawning a little bit, I'm sorry. Ludicolo can have some fun fights. I'm seeing a bingo. No, it's not a trailer. Yoshimaru, you are distracting me. I'm stealing your content for it. Look at this. I'm stealing your shit. But you know, this matchup's funny. This matchup's actually funny. Plus you can... The matchup is... I love the franchise. The franchise makes it super confusing. The matchup makes it super confusing about like Marvel versus Capcom versus Pokemon. So you know what? I'll take it. Ludicolo versus Amingo. Shit. It's actually fun. That's a fun one. Bahamut versus Rayquaza. I've already written that one. I've already written that one a time ago. Shift tree now. Or shift try. I never know. I think it's shift tree. Because it's shifty. Yeah, that would make sense. Tenguman. Again with Mega Man. Not a big fan of it. Yeah, that should, like, it goes in the right way. I think it goes in the right way. That it could be a cool Tengu themed fights with like the like those mythical Japanese creature. I think they are with like the long nose and like the mask. I don't know why, but Gardevoir versus Dark Magician Girl sticks in your brain. Yeah, I don't know why. Cause they're like girl creature, I guess. Is it because of Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, is it the magician, the Dark Magician from Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, that is not the one. Oh, it's actually a character that's called Dark Magician Girl. Okay. Okay, that is very, very inspired. Have I got Chaos versus Kyogre? Yes. Like, I know this would be requested. I have already done like the big popular matchup. I've covered them first. You can see the entire list. You let me know if there's a matchup you want to see. Probably because Magic Waifus. Yeah, I kind of want to stay away from the waifu thematic for a little bit. But I guess it works better than like the Digimon variant. Well, I'm saying that, but I actually don't fucking know. I don't know a single thing about it. Let me see the. Is there a wiki page about its story? If it has any story. Biography. First appears as a Battle of the exposition. Effects of what would happen. Appears as a dual spirit during. I don't know if I'm not sure I like it. I'm not sure I. Nah, I'm gonna stick to Toriel for now. We'll see if I warm up to it, but I think I'm gonna stay away from like waifu themed matchups when it comes to Gardevoir. You know, I want to take it seriously. I want to take it actually seriously. Is there a death battle for Gallade? Because like I personally prefer Gardevoir, but nah, yeah, it's just as vague with Gallade, so I'm not really gonna hear you out. Dark Gaia versus Groudon. Excuse me. I have very bad yawning habits. It's not that I'm tired or anything. It's just I don't know. When I'm tense, I tend to yawn a lot when I'm like socially tense or something. it's hard to describe. So yeah, Dark Gaia versus Groudon. I get it, because like moving continents and shit, and like kind of angry, kind of like angry entities. My problem is mostly because of Dark Gaia. Oh, actually, yeah, there's this thing. It's right there. But actually, Shukaku. The legendary beasts of the land are ready to throw down for supremacy. I never considered the idea of having the actual tailed beasts themselves into that battle. I don't know how much they do in Naruto, so I don't know if it's a good idea. Sorry, I just saw the intro of it. Planets are a great thing, but sadly, these two hulking beasts have the strength to break planets with total ease. Oh gosh darn. Gosh. Planets, you know, they're kind of cool, but these guys, they can break it. Damn it. That's no good. I don't know why I'm warming up to the idea of Shukaku when I know nothing about it. And plus, like, they're kind of like different. Isn't Shukaku like a demon of like more? It's more about sand than actual. Than, you know, the earth itself. I kind of want to look it up actually. Okay, but God of War versus Angel Woman. This is the same Angel Woman. This is the same shit as like Dark Magician Girl, but less like even less flavorful because there's already been a couple Pokemon versus Digimon. Shukaku. Also known as the one-tailed beast. It was still they're being sealed. Okay, let me see its abilities. As a tailed beast, possesses a large quantity of chakra and can perform as a precaution. Lost control of weight transform. Evacuate beforehand or seek shelter, blah blah blah. Sand manipulation, nature transformation. Can use wind and earth release. Nature transformation and can rapidly fire wind bullets with enough force to level entire forests. Goddamn. Likewise, it can combine its wind abilities with Sara's sand in order to produce a massive, fast-moving sand bullets. You could also charge these wind bullets to the point where you could fire a tailed beast ball, wipe out entire landscapes. Sand manipulation, like you can make pyramids and shit. Shukaku has great physical strength while using its tail. As seen when overlapping it with the other tailed beast to shatter and even obliterate a senjutsu, enhance humanoid Susanoo. Okay, it can overpower a Susanoo. You know, I hate that this is warming up. I hate that this is warming up to me. kind of like the idea of Groudon versus Shukaku, even though I like know nothing. It's typically one of those matchups. If I were to actually look them up, I wouldn't like them anymore. I feel like if I were to actually look up those, if I were to actually look up Shukaku and if I were to actually look up Naruto, I would dislike it. Urmak versus Gardevoir. I've already talked about the Urmak versus Gardevoir. It's like telekinesis, too vague. By the way, hello, Kermac 113. I didn't greet you. Welcome to the stream. I'm I'm not. It's warming. I hate that this is warming up to me, but I'm still like not fully convinced by it. But this, I guess, this is better than like Godzilla. I know a lot of people would like Groudon versus Godzilla, but I think my problem is the scale difference between the two is too great. Like Godzilla is far bigger than Groudon to a point where like it's not really like I know there was Tigerzord versus Epion, but at least you could see Epion on screen with the Tigerzord. You could see them both. Here, I just like if you were to see Godzilla entirely, you couldn't see Groudon. Like it's a bit too much of a scale difference, in my opinion. Alright, oh, there's actually a matchup about Shedinja. I keep hitting the microphone, I'm sorry. So you might hear a little... oh. Yeah, I like the idea of Shedinja versus Sans. It's very funny. You know, if I had a nickel every time there was a Pokemon versus Undertale, every time there was a Gen 3 Pokemon versus Undertale matchup, I'd have 2 nickels, which is it's not a lot, but it's weird that it's happening twice. There's a matchup about I'm sure there's a good matchup about slacking. Shikamaru? Really? Bash versus Salamence? From Spyro. Excuse me? Oh. Oh. I don't know why I'm yawning. I was perfectly fine like hours ago. Giant Pork. What the fuck is that? Gorillamon. Is this another Digimon? Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. If we could find like a matchup of Pokemon that is not against another like collection game, you know, like if it's like collect all the monsters, you know, like the Yu-Gi-Oh, the Monster Hunter, the Digimon, the Skylanders, you know, if we could find a matchup that's like that has a bit more oomph to it, you know, that could be really fine. Unfortunately, we don't have much. Slacking, we don't have much. Is there a matchup about... Oh, Hariyama! How could I forget? How could I forget? There's E Honda versus Hariyama from Street Fights. From Streets. Did you know his favorite things are jumping in the light fierce, plain old bread. Okay. Let me check that Bash thing. Spyro Dragon. Who the fuck is Bash? Who the fuck is Bash? It's a rock brown dragon. One of the playable Skylanders. Wow. So little people care about Bash. Even Google image has trouble finding who the fuck Bash is. So that's a hard no. That's a hard no in any death battle context, in my opinion. Is there a matchup about Salamence? Like, in general? Oh, damn. There's actually someone who... There's actually 2 people! There's 3 people! Who actually... No. Well, possibly, like, 2 people who bothered to do a... matchup about this. God damn. Is that the same, Yeah, there's 2 people. Actually shocked, but I don't think anyone care about Bash. Is my big it's my big no. It's my personal no. Is there a matchup about Sableye? Sorry. Amethyst. I don't think it sounds as good as it should. It's not the most dramatic thing ever, but I just wanted to make a matchup for one of my favorite Pokemon. I mean, that's fair. And I guess it's not the worst we've seen on this stream. So I'm definitely gonna take it, or like, I won't take it, but there's not much about poor Sableye. Is there a Mawile though? Is there a Mawile? Even less. I mean, there's Philia, but it's not. I mean, Philia has a. Philia has a. She already has a shit ton of matchups. Like she's got Venom. She's got Melia Rage from Guilty Gear. Like she's got Shantae. She's got choice. You know, Philia has choice. Philia's got choice, but so I don't want to prioritize the matchup against Mawile. But then again, the objective is to find a matchup per Pokemon line. So I guess it's one of those moments I can't afford to be too picky. So let's do this. Let's do Skullgirls. Sorry. Metagross versus Orisa. I'm not sure I get the connection, but Metagross is definitely one of those Pokemons. Like, it's one of those Pokemons we need to get a matchup for it. I saw you post twice, Magnus. I'm warning you, if you keep posting your matchup ideas twice, especially one I've already covered, like this, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna take preventive actions. I'm warning you. Thank you. Oh my god. So Metagross. Why the fuck would people compare it to Red Tornado? Just super intelligent robots. Great. Metallic quadrupedal combatants from two different gaming franchises. I mean, that's not the connection. That shouldn't be a connection. Quadrupedal supercomputer robots. I guess it's better than nothing. It's better. We have to keep in mind that Metagross, it's a fusion of Pokemon. It's a fusion of Pokemon. So maybe there's a fusion between fusion we can do. You know, a fusion versus fusion we can do. But I don't know. I don't know a lot of. Characters who fuse that much. Like robot fusions would be a great theme for a matchup about Metagross. So, Gardevoir versus Hifumi Yamada from Danganronpa. I do not know who this is, so let's look it up. Hifumi Yamada, Danganronpa. Let us see. Oh, I do not like where this is going, Boxy. If you can tell me, look me in the eye and tell me that this has an actual connection. This is. Please tell me this is more than what I think it is. Please. I will not tolerate it. if no, I do not want to. I do not like where this is going. I kind of hate where this is going. He makes creepy fanfics. Okay, fuck you. I'm not going there. Again, I want to respect Gardevoir. God damn it! I will not tolerate this level of decadence. Against Gardevoir, my beloved, my actual beloved. Like, it's one of my favorite characters. Can we actually at least have a bit of respect? God damn it! Oh my god. Aggron. Let's move on to Aggron. Let me shit. I couldn't find Aggron though. This is a tank. Rhino. You have the Rhino from Marvel, from Spider-Man? Like, you have a character whose whole concept is being a rhino, and your first thought is not to put him against Rhyperior? Like, what? How do you mess this one up? How do you mess this one up? Someone suggested Gardevoir versus Fubuki from One Punch Man. No one. I don't think anyone did so far. And it's kind of like the same problem as Ermac. It's just telekinesis. Let me still look it up a little bit. One Punch Man. That's yeah. That's Tatsumaki's sister. An Esper, younger sister of Tatsumaki. Blah blah blah. Let me see personality. Fubuki was younger. She was very self-conscious. Particularly anime bullshit. Nowadays, Fubuki wears leggings. On the outside, Fubuki is a cold-hearted, ambitious, confident individual who does not doubt her own abilities but understands her limits to an extent causing her to not do anything irrational. She would do anything at all costs to secure a position, just inviting threats like Saitama to join the Blizzard Group, she would attempt to implicitly take him down. However, despite Fubuki's psychic talents and potential, it has been shown that she internally harbors a massive inferiority complex. Being insecure and frustrated, living in the shadow. She agrees with Genos that she's well capable of reaching. Despite insecurity, she carries a heroic nature within her when she was willing to sacrifice herself to buy time for Bang and Bomb. If I don't have a Mawile matchup, maybe Futakuchi Onna? Oh, it's from the Yokai. It's a Yokai Watch Pokemon? It's a Yokai Watch thing? Ah, the original, okay. The original yokai that inspired Mawile. Isn't the original like kind of a ghost though? What about Zelda versus Gardevoir? I don't know. I genuinely do not know the connection aside from maybe women and magic. It's... I'm not sure. Maybe Gardevoir versus Fubuki. Gardevoir versus Fubuki kind of fits more. For now, I'm still keeping the question mark. I'm not 100% convinced by it, but it is an idea. As for the Mawile, I don't know. I don't know why Mawile, of all the characters and things that have been inspired by the original yokai, would have the privilege of facing the original yokai. If that makes sense, I'm not sure. Let me say that was the most fun on the internet you've had in recent years. Go fuck yourself. You're welcome and a horrible person. Jesus Christ. It still does not answer. There are a couple others. Like what? Let me see if there's a death battle about the Futakuchiwa now. Or it's not really. That's actually a cute. That's a cute artwork of Mobile. God damn. That's a fan art, but you know, it's cute. I don't know who did it. Mixed emotion. The fact that this Pokemon is one of the lesser loved one among the fairy types doesn't mean it's not a good Pokemon. And blah, blah, blah. Nice Pokemon to Nuzlocke with. Yeah. I don't like Nuzlocks. Design, yes. Blah blah blah. Baba Booey. From Genfree, Shiftry, Lumbre, Frostless, and Dustnoir. Oh, you mean who are inspired by yokais? But like that's kind of like what I meant. Like the original yokai, they inspire a bunch, like a bunch of shit. They inspired a bunch of fictional character, not just Mawile. So I don't know why, you know, one inspiration in particular gets to meet like such an original, but like to such an extent that it's like the original of a lot of things. Like you can draw connections with like you can draw connections between the what's its name again? The Shika shit Futakuchiona. There you go. You can connect the Futakuchiona with like tons of other things, you know. So I don't really know how it like, you know, it doesn't blend in as much. It doesn't blend in as much. Is what I'm trying to say, basically. All right, let's move on to maybe another subject. Let's move on to another Pokemon I love, Exploud. Exploud is fun. Black Bolt, no, do you want him to die? Do you want my boy to die? Isn't there like a creature, like, isn't there a beast that could be like just as like loud but also burly, you know? Who the fuck is that? I'm gonna assume this is like a Marvel character or something. I shouldn't stay on DeviantArt for too long because, like, I know there's a lot of weird as fuck suggestions on the side if I'm not careful enough. Oh, that's a cool Jubilee render. Completely out of topic, but it's a nice render. Anyway. There doesn't seem to be that much. It's like if you really want to go like Blank Bolts. What is this? I'm gonna say it's like Marvel Jaw or Claw. Yeah, it's a Marvel character. First guess, baby. Ulysses Claw. Where did I hear? Where did I heard that name before? Isn't that the guy from Isn't that the guy from the shit from Black Panther? Isn't that a Black Panther villain? And it's the guy who stole like some adamantium or some vibranium and he made it into like an arm in the movie. He looks very different here. God damn it. You heard from Toy Story. What? I mean, he does look like a Toy Story looking motherfucker, but that's Killmonger? No, Killmonger is the Killmonger is the guy who tries to claim the throne. He's the guy who steals one of Black Panther's armor and like he fights him. No, I'm talking about like the guy they try to. The guy they're pursuing at the beginning of the movie. It's the first antagonist of the movie. Shiva, Record of Ragnarok vs. Machamp. That's Gen 1. We are covering Gen 3 today. Gen 1 was already like it's already been a long time. It's a long time past Akira. And even then Machamp has already been on Death Battle, so we're not covering him. So let me get back to Explode. The Explode, sorry. I keep saying sorry a lot. I shouldn't apologize. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it, Boxy. For your disgusting matchup. For that disgusting Gardevoir matchup, I'm not apologizing. I mean, Hyuga Gyro. It's kind of fun sounding because they're both inspired by like stereo stuff. Hyuga Gyro, My Hero Academia. It's not the best. It's not the best, and especially since I don't know a lot about Kyoko. I forgot a lot of things from My Hero Academia, so I don't even know what's the deal with her powers specifically. Rooster Bold versus Blaziken from Miraculous. I just want to take a peek. I just want to take a peek at this guy. Okay, that is not I do not think this is that. This is it. Rooster Bold. He looks like shit. Sorry. Why is he named the Rooster Bold? That's my question. That's like the stupidest pun about the stupidest superhero you could ever make. God damn it. Stop. Let's move on to Propobass. Propobass. I mean, like, Propobass, aside from, like, Propobass versus an actual, shit, I actually forgot the name of those. Oh, I'm so sorry. My English is slipping. Oh no. Compass! No, you can't get me. Can't get me. Propobass, if you were to make like Propobass versus an actual fucking Compass, like that's the only passable matchup. I do not see I can't think of a single character that has a compass as its concept, as main concept. I think it's I fear this may be a waste of time to look him up. Main trick? Why do I have main trick as a... This is one of those too. Main trick is one of those too. Plus, I don't know why I fucked up. I fucked up both of their. It's Electric. Is there a matchup about Plusle and Minun? Maybe a person known for wayfinding, like Propopass versus Roronoa Zoro. There we go. Let's get him. Let's give Zoro someone who can actually help him. Main trick versus Jetstream Sam from Metal Gear. I mean, if it was like the fucking dog, I would have understand. Actually, that's not true. I would have not understand, but at least there would be something, I think. Yeah. I don't know what's happening to me. Messy Minos. Is that the Team Titan? Plus and minus, yeah. Do we do anything into like outside of Team Titan? Do we do anything else? Or if I do DC plus and minus? There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing inside. Messy Minos. Damn, they actually exist. I mean, they must have had. They must have existed to be in Teen Titans, but... You know, just because it's funny, let's do it. Plusle and Minun. Must eat Minos, apparently. It's just dumb. The original series is better. I mean, yeah, like, no one's arguing. No one's arguing against that. It's just. Lukezilla, hello. How's it going? Thank you for joining. Oh, I feel like there's a matchup about Waylord. I don't know why. I feel like there should be a death battle. A death battle about Waylord. Not Vaylord. Waylord. That's the right amount of V. And Monstro. Oh god. Oh! The original Moby Dick? Good in you. I'm fine. I'm doing I'm doing a little. I'm a bit tired. I'm a bit I don't know how to describe it. Dragon Quest Fan 25. Hello there. How's it going? So yeah, I'm doing a bit poorly. That's kind of why I'm making those streams every time. It's when I'm in a mental state where I'm kind of like thinking about dumb things. But okay, this is interesting to me, at least, because like it's an opportunity to like bring out the classic. Like some classic tales, you know what I mean? Some like really old stuff. It's kind of like bringing James Bond into Death Battle. Like it's the old classics. It's like bringing Hercules. It's like bringing Zorro. It's like bringing Robin Hood. Like it's legends like these. So like it's interesting. Plus, you know, you bring a Pokemon into it. That's oh, what did I do? I misspelled one of my favorite Pokemon. What did I do? Yeah, Waylord versus Moby Dick. You know, I'm kind of tempted myself. You know, I don't like Moby Dick is just a fucking whale. I feel like Moby Dick is just a fucking whale. It's an average ass whale, but just for the sake of bringing the name of Moby Dick, it's worth it. You know. Where was that? Oh, Mini-Cham, actually. Is there a matchup about Mini-Cham? I feel like there should be a matchup about Mini-Cham. Could be like, yeah, I was thinking about Dalsim or Zenyatta. But, like, I think Dalsim and Zenyatta, they work better as a matchup together. They work more as a matchup together rather than against Mini-Cham. Yuri is actually kind of an interesting idea. I kind of like it. It's not the best. I'm sure this is not the best Yuri matchup, but there's a lot of I don't know. I don't know. A lot of matchup about Yuri, I'm always like a bit iffy about it. So I feel like I'm on the same. I feel like this matchup is on the same page as any other Yuri matchup I've seen. So, you know, there we go. Let's talk about what can we talk about. What is going on with me tonight? You might realize that I did not bother with like Swellow and Pelipper because good luck to find a matchup about these two. Like, how do you make a death battle about it's a bird? it's a pelican. Great. Like, I feel like there are some Pokemons, like, even shit. Even just for a Death Battle theme, like, I don't think it's gonna interest a lot of people, so. I've seen a matchup Willow Park from the Owl House versus Roserade. I mean, isn't Willow more of a, like, plant witch rather than just, like, Rose specialized stuff? Have I done Rayquaza versus Bahamut? Yes. These are all here. Let me just search for some Roserade matchups. Daisy, Axel the Red. Is that a Mega Man villain or a Mega Man X villain? Tyranitar versus Godzilla would be a cool battle. Well, first of all, this is Gen 2. We are doing Gen 3 currently. Gen 2 was a couple weeks ago. But I've already talked about Tyranitar versus Godzilla. It's the same problem as like Groudon and Groudon versus Godzilla. It's like the size difference is just too large. Like the animation would not. If you want to be like loyal to stay true to the Pokemons, you don't want like the size scale is too big. And I know we've had a Tigerzord versus the Epion Gundam Epion, but like at least we could see the Gundam with the Tigerzord. Hariyama versus Yonda, yes, that is a matchup I've done too. That is a matchup I've taken into account. Kyubey, I don't know who this is. Worked for Jirachi. Haven't seen Madoka in a while though, so I don't know. I do not know what Madoka is. I kind of like the stupid idea of just Roserade versus Daisy. It's kind of dumb, but let me why does it always do that? Stay here, please. Roserade. It's already a better matchup than like Daisy versus fucking Sally Acorn. Okay. Let me see if there's a matchup about Jirachi. So the whole concept of Jirachi, wow, it is so not requested in Death Battle that it's not even the first image. It's not even the first Google image results. God damn it. If Jirachi gets into a match, it is not light. Slacking versus Snorlax. The problem is this is a Pokemon versus Pokemon. We're trying to avoid that as much as possible. That's my low one. Let me see. Madoka and Kyubey? I have no idea who this is. Oh, it's this little shit. Madoka Magica, okay. Huh. What is it? Is it like a... Kyubey is the one who gives birth to Soul Gems and Magical Girl. Once a girl makes a contact with Kyubey, the Soul Gem will be summoned. Can use telepathy, cause pain by touching their Soul Gem. Ew. Once Kyubey is killed, a replacement by another incubator or of type will occur. Teleport. T-drop like on cube. Its back is actually a hole that they can open with it. You know, I like the design, so just for that, I kind of like the cutesy design. So just for that, I'm gonna allow it. Slacking versus Donkey Kong. Aside from Nintendo Monkey, I don't see it. And oh, actually, Slacking versus Cranky Kong. Eh? 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 It's going somewhere, I guess. Where the hell is it going? I don't fucking know. But it's going. I don't know, it's funny, and plus there's a video where someone drew every Smash Bros. Fighters as Pokémon. You mean every... Wait. Every Super Smash Bros. Fighters as Pokémon? Or like as Pokémon trainers? Let's start a death battle about Sharpedo. I'm expecting a very straightforward match. I kind of love this thumbnail, but it's kind of dumb. I mean, it's obviously this one's a fan art, so no thanks. But I kind of knew someone was gonna suggest Jaws, the fucking shark from Jaws. But not a fan, because like even though I said I'm all for bringing like the good classics and shit like Moby Dick, Jaws, I feel like Jaws is a shark. There's a lot of fucking sharks. There's not a lot of whales that are as iconic. So I feel like Jaws has more fitting opponents a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not by much. Quirky solos. Yeah, that's... I'm confident in that. What was the matchup that you made your first death battle thumbnail for? Okay. Mine was I actually don't remember. I know the first I posted on DeviantArt was like Nightmare vs. Bishamon, but like the first thumbnail I ever made, I'm not sure. I have a bad yawning habit. Every character was their own Pokemon. For example, Mario was Pikachu. The studio. Okay. They turned every Smash Bros. Fighters as Pokemon. Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. I think I've seen a couple of them on Twitter. Torkoal! Is there anyone gives a shit about Torkoal? I don't think so. I do not think so. Grumpig! Is anyone... Wow. Nobody cares about Grumpig so hard that it's requesting me my own death battle about another Pokemon as the first Google search history. That is it's kind of a high level. It's telling me, hey, you don't want this matchup. You don't want this Grumpig bastard. No, fuck off. Here's a better Pokemon matchup. Camerupt. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. Come on, give me a fun guy. No one. I'm saddened. Is there a matchup about Spoink? No one. The only funny thing about Spoink is because like if it stopped bouncing, it dies. Like that's the only thing that's the only thing funny you can bring about Death Battle in a Death Battle context. Spinda. Let's do let's speed run a little bit. Let's speed run a little bit through the ideas. Flygon. This is kind of a popular matchup, so I feel like kind of misspelled that. It's alright. There's not much, unfortunately. Okay, next one. Cacturn. Ooh, Cacturn, a cactus themed matchup. I feel like a cactus matchup would be. I'm seeing a lot of suggestions for Fiddlestick. I don't know Fiddlestick. Oh, is it because they're is that the Scarecrow guy from League of Legends? Yeah, it's because they're scarecrows. I mean, it's an idea. Do I have Metagross yet? If you do, why isn't it Thwomp? Cause it's not that great a matchup. that's kind of a that sounds like a good reason to why. I do like the idea of a Scarecrow matchup. So you know, Cacturn versus Fiddlestick. Shit. League of Legends. Your Honor. League of Legends. Death. We have some answer for a Swampert opponent. The only thing I can think of is Juratodus from Monster Hunter. Started looking for matchups for the protagonist of. Oh no, that has nothing to do with that. Juratodus from Monster Hunter is the only thing they could come up with. So let me look that up. Let me show that monster fucker up. That looks like a big mud creature, so it's kind of fine. Isn't there a wiki or something? There we go. A wiki that's in English, please. It's a piscine wyvern. There are a class of monsters introduced in the first generation. Class is made of wyvern-like fish that have evolved to be specialized in swimming in just about anything. Okay, mainly water. Okay, but just fish monsters in Monster Hunter. Any Pokemon versus Miraculous for Gen 3? Why is everyone talking about Miraculous? What's the big deal with Miraculous? Like, I know I'm French, but like that shouldn't be the only thing people think about. Absol versus Todoroki, but only as Icy side? I don't see the connection with that. Okay, let me see what this is. Jiraiya is able to cover its body in mud for protection. Spray a watery sludge that can temporarily trap hunters to defend itself, blah blah blah, leaves behind solid mud behind, blah blah. Known to clash with Butteroff, as the two share the same muddy habitat. During a turf war, will ambush from below and attempt to constrict bites. That sounds weak as fuck, I'm not gonna lie, but this is the best I could find before the end of the stream, so let's give it to him. Just because I need to give my boy, I need to give my favorite Pokemon at least a little, you know, a little matchup, you know, just a slight little matchup. Is there actually? Let me look up. While we're on the subject of Monster Hunter, because if there's a Monster Hunter character we have to bring in Death Battle, it has to be fucking Rathalos, right? Is there a Death Battle about Rathalos? It's like the Pikachu of Monster Hunter, so like, it's gotta have some popular matchups, right? Yeah. Excuse me. I'm very bad at this. Okay. Yeah, there was a Charizard, but the King of the Skies. Black Flame King called Darkness Lord. Okay, it's one type called Darkness Lord. It's a big fire dragon that likes to spit fire. Solrock versus Angry Sun from Mario Brothers. That's actually kind of sweet. That's actually kind of cute. Where is Solrock? There we go. Solrock versus the Angry Sun. The Sun versus the Sun. Real life. No. I am not well tonight. This is a bit crazy. Rayquaza versus Bahamut was in Death Battle Cast. Yeah, I know. It was the latest episode. Yes, you contributed. Congrats. Congratulations. Bravo. You did something. You contributed to society. That's the only thing you'll ever do in your fucking life. I mean. No, this is very. This is very accepted. I'm sure you're amazing. You're average editor. Okay. I need to focus a little bit. Swalot. Aside from Swalot versus an actual stomach, I do not know what the. Yeah, it's a bad sign when you're searching what's a death battle for Swalot, and Google answers with, "Let me tell you about this JoJo fight, JoJo versus Persona." This is what we want, right? This is the peak matchup. This is the peak matchup we can find. Jesus Christ. God damn it. It's not even that late where I live. It's like it's 21. So no, let's we need to speedrun this. At least like cover every Pokemon. At least enter every Pokemon. Okay, Altaria, nothing. Next, Zangoose. Nothing. Well, there's Impamon. I mean, Impamon. I feel like Impamon would have been better for Meowth. You know what I mean? It would have been better for Meowth. Pokemon Go guy, hey, how's it going? I feel like Impamon would have been better for Meowth. Spinda versus Master Shifu. No, this one doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. How am I? I'm fine. I'm a bit tired, a bit yawny. I don't know why, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm kind of okay. I'm just I'm kind of in a state of mind where it's like not really. I wouldn't say I'm great, but like I don't want to say I'm tired because that's not really it. How do I get many subscribers? By doing content. How do I get? Well, I do capitalize on Death Battle, which is a subject that with a very active community. So, you know, there's a lot of people who are gonna want to follow other people who talk about Death Battle. So, I know that my rise, my ascension to success is kind of tied to the things I react to, the series I react to, the series I focus my entire channel on. What's my favorite Pokemon? It's actually Swampert. It's right? This little guy. This funny guy. I like him. I like him a lot. I try, but I don't get too much views. But it's so cool. I'm talking to you. Well, you know, it's about finding the thing that stick. You know, if you. One day you'll find the thing that stick, and you know, you'll see something that you like, and also also that other people may like. And I recommend, like, if you want to focus on views, maybe try to do like you can do like let's plays about you can try to do let's plays about like the latest games or some shit. You know, like follow some trends on YouTube. It's actually, it could be a good way to, you know, scratch some not necessarily subscribers, but enough of an audience that there's gonna be a few percentage of people who are like, hey, this guy does things that I kind of like. I'm gonna follow this guy, you know, just to see where this goes, you know. And I guess there's like 600 people decided to do that for me, so why not use Bob from Monster Hunter vs. Alien? Monster vs. Alien. Oh, you mean the yeah for Swalot. Okay. Oh. That's kind of a good idea, Akira. That's kind of a good idea, actually. Where the fuck is Swalot? Lost him. Swalot versus Bob. Is Bob the... Yeah, Bob is the... it's the blue slime from a Monster vs. Alien. Yeah. Oh my god. It's been a generation since since I've seen that movie. Thanks for the information for informational. You're welcome. But you know, it's that I don't know everything. It's about patience and sticking true to what you're about. I think this. You know, it's important to stay true to ourselves. I think, even to a minimum. Okay, I'm trying to speedrun the Mons, but every time I'm caught into other stuff. Whiskash, Volt Catfish. Like Robot Masters from Mega Man is kind of like the same same thing where like there's so much of them of so many types. It's kind of too easy. You're at 15, so hopefully you get close to. Hopefully I get close to you one day, and I'll come back and tell you. Well, I will have 1 million subscribers by then. Then why would I ever talk to you, peasant? What is this? What's this fucking video about? Well, it's this fucking video by Dubus Goobus, who's a funny animator. he's like with 6. I think he has like. It's a video he did like when he had like 6,000 subscribers, and he was like, and he's kind of like a king. He kind of portrays himself kind of like a king. Like, who are you with your mere 100 subscribers next to my 6,000? Anyway, sorry. I'm shitposting. Crawdons. Crawdons is actually a cool Pokemon. Crawdons is one of those Pokemon I find very cool, but there are other Pokemons that like even within this generation that I'm like there are other Pokemons that I really love, even from the same type, that I end up like never picking this Pokemon on my team. I don't know what is Man Crab. Who the fuck is Man Crab? I had a lead, but there's no source. I can't put this. I don't know where it's from. So I don't know. So I can't say. Let's go with Claydol. Why is it always? There's a lot of Pokemon like this. Cradily. I know about Cradily that there's the Pokemon Fossil. The Pokemon Fossil Battle Royale, and it's how do I say this? I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know I think I've covered them. I've covered the Pokemon Fossil Battle Royale, so maybe we should stick to this one at least, because I've already included it back in general. Is there a matchup for Milotic? I really like Milotic. Aside from, yes, again, the problem with Death Battle is that the problem with like Pokemon is that a lot of Death Battles you can make with Pokemon, the ones with the most connections is like over other Pokemon. So you get Milotic versus Gyarados. Like they have the best connections in the world, but they're like from the same fucking franchise. So I can't put them. Did you see your idea for a swallow? Yeah, I saw it. It's actually. Yeah, I saw Swallots versus Bob. I said it was really good. I said it was actually good. Let me save this. No, I said it was a good idea. All right, cast form. I'm taking way too much time on this. There doesn't seem to be a matchup that like visually appeals to me. Okay, what is this Dewey? Dewey's Adventure. Okay, there's no connection whatsoever, so I'm not even gonna bother. Kecleon! Kecleon is just a guy that goes invisible. Is this the actual, Is this the actual SPO versus Pokemon matchup? I think it could be. Because it's the chameleon matchup. It's good. It's way better than fucking Greninja, in my opinion. So I'm actually, I'm putting this here. I'm putting this here. Bayonets. Why do I feel like Bayonets is gonna have all sorts of like creepy pasta? You know what? I'm not even gonna bother. The Bayonets versus Tails doll. 2 Sonic in a row, baby. Fuck. Bayonets versus Tails doll. Sonic R. There you go. I'm still gonna look it up, but the Mad Dummy is not too bad either. Or Chucky. Chucky's not too bad. I would say Chucky's kind of better. Well, not really. I mean, it's better than fucking Tails doll. Because like Tails doll has like a total of 1 apparition. Or, well, I guess. Sorry. I guess it appears in like the IDW comics. I think it appears. How many canonical appearances Tails doll has? Canon. Or like IDW. Has it ever appeared in the Archie comics? Tails doll. Let me see. I wanna look up a couple things. A robot created in the image of Tails. In addition, acting. Yeah, it's just a surveillance drone in the ITW. Levitating to get around, and despite its small size, it possesses sufficient enough strength to let it drag around someone Eggman's weight. Damn. Its antenna can also boost jamming signals. Yeah, the Tails doll one is not. This is French. I can't read that with you. Ryuko from Miraculous vs. Castform. Connection, they both have free elemental power of the weather. I don't even want to look that up, but I believe you. let's go. Does it have any? Let me see. Let me see its abilities in like the Archie comics. Allows it to absorb raw materials from nearby in order to form its protective outer shell. Barrier proved quite formidable, resisting even Sonic's spin dash attack. Though it proved vulnerable to a rolling combo, employed by Tails, blah 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 blah. It was capable of regenerating hardware. You know, for the meme of it, and just because I don't want this to drag on too much, let's just stick to the Tails doll. Let's go to the little Dusk Noir. I feel like this guy. This guy has a little more thing. Oh, there's even the mystery dungeon version of it, which, you know, could be an idea. Used to make a matchup for Frostlast, which is Blizzaria from Yokai Watch. My little problem with Yokai Watch is that they're all invisible. Like, my entire problem with like Pokemon versus Yokai Watch is that, like, they're within, if I remember correctly, within the Yokai canon, they're like spirits, which means it's kind of like Bleach, where they are invisible to everyone. They are invisible to anyone who don't have anything like to see spirits and shit. So it's like it doesn't make the matchup fun to think about. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Magus connections, formerly from different time periods and now wrapped in the intricacies of time travel. These two grim reapers, a tired JRPG antagonist with minions at their beck and call. Godsy Gang, Sable Eyes, blah blah blah, provides a major threat against our time-traveling protagonists, even having a certain vendetta rivalry with a green-clad hero, Frog and Grovyle. They are affiliated with a temporal anomaly, blah blah blah. Okay, they're like very pompous. Pompous time-traveling villain, and they both hate frogs. They turned the freaking frogs gay. Okay. What is this guy name? This guy's name, Magus. There's more. There you go. Could be an idea. Tropius. Kind of a personal favorite too. And there is nothing about it I was kind of like expecting it, to be honest. Which I don't know if it's a sad thing or a good thing, because this implies that Tropius will not be in Death Battle, but at the same time, Tropius will live. Chimico. Ooh. Get a bit of a hiccup. For some reason, there's nothing. I was expecting it. Like, how do you make a death battle about fucking furniture? Absol. I feel like this is a popular Pokemon. Absol versus the Mothman? mean, I get the concept. Mm. Not a big fan of it. I get the concept that they like when you see them, it's fucking it's a bad sign. It's a bad omen when you see them, but it's not that big. What's this matchup I saw about Frostlass with the Yokai Watch thing? Blazzaria. There you go. What do they look like? Yokai Watch Blazzaria. Huh, okay. Well, she looks cute, so you know, it's they have similar inspiration too, so you know what? I'll take it. You know, I feel like Frostlass is a better choice than fucking Glalie. Like, how do you make a death battle about a ball of ice? Kinda cool. Wolrain. Is there a matchup about fucking Wolrain? Wolrain. No one. And I'm seeing a Wolrain with a fat belly. I do not want to go any further. Huntail and Gorebeast and Clamperl and... Oh, I do not want this. No one actually cares about this. Huntail is gonna be the same thing. Putting a Yokai Watch, I'm sorry. And Rosebiss. How's it spelled? Shit. Or is it? Or is it Gorebiss? Fuck. No, because that's the French name. God. There you go. My brain's getting tired. You can how about the biggest Pokemon in this entire fucking list? Luvdisc. I cannot believe someone actually made a TN about it. Holy shit. Salamence, I think we covered him. We covered him before, but yeah, aside from fucking Bash, but Bash sounds like the Jeff of Skylander. Like, no one fucking cares. Now let's go try and find a matchup for each Golem. That's gonna be a challenge. Like, I've got Aghanos and Regice. Well, let's find Regice. Regice versus Glacius could be a funny idea, but it's Killer Instinct again. It is Killer Instinct again, so it's an ice robot. I don't know. I feel like Glacius is the best, but it's the best choice so far. But I'm not. It's not as strong as Aghanos versus Regirock. It's not as good. It doesn't feel. Registeel. Alphonse? Now, I feel like Alphonse could have a better matchup. Like, Alphonse himself. Like an empty armor or something? Like, that seems... There's not much I can, or maybe there's the iron golem from from Minecraft. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. It sounds cute enough. Latias and Latios. Latias is a personal favorite legendary of mine. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but you know, it's a cute Pokemon. It's a cute mod. Anyway, why is there two Ruby Rose? Regirock versus Stoneheart, Miraculous again? No, you are not getting my Regirock matchup. No. I've already got the cool Rock Golem. I've already got the cool Rock Golem in the form of Aganos. And you cannot take that away from me. Two red-clad speedy female fighters. Wow, I am shook by the connections. Both are red-colored speedsters. Ruby Rose versus the Flash. That's the best matchup, right? Both lost a family member. Ruby Rose versus the Flash. Both are adorable, cheerful girls. Ruby Rose versus the Flash, and you put a comic panel where fucking Flash got turned into a girl for some reason, because I know this is comics. It obviously happened one day. Or like you put a girl speedster. Both are involved in a lot of shipping among the fans. The most popular are the ones between the character who they act as a foil as. Rayquaza to Latias and Weiss to Ruby. Don't deny it, you've done this shipping before. I never did. I've never fucking heard of Rayquaza and Latias. The only shipping I've ever heard about Latias was with Ash fucking Ketchum. And he's 10. And it's a 10-year-old kid. Both are younger female siblings to another character. Ruby Rose versus the Flash. No. This one's just not true. This is so fucking vague. This is no. They're red and they're fast. I think I've wasted minutes of my life trying to think about it. Sparrowman. What is this? Jet-shaped feminine creatures. You know what? Just for the sake of spite, I'll take it. Just for the sake of spite, I'll take it. I hate you. What about Latios now? Latios is Quicksilver. Because they're both blue and they're blue speedster. Quicksilver versus Sonic. Is that the actual connection? Two jet-shaped? Oh no. Sorry. Shit. We don't give any connection. Versus Quicksilver. Blue-themed brothers always get sidelined by their red sister. I hate how this works. I hate how it works. It's dumb. It is dumb. It's dumb. It's moronic, but you know what? It's fucking. It's 2 hours before midnight. I cannot afford being picky. You can sense the You can sense the slumber in my head, kind of like invading my mind a little bit. You can sense the madness. Oh my god. You know, I think that's a surprising amount of matchups today, especially when it comes to legendaries. Like, there's not much. I mean, there was a good amount of like of matchups with legendaries that I've already put at the beginning of the stream. Shit, I forgot to put the source of the key. Metal Comanche? I think yes. I think that's a surprising amount of matchups, and I think it could be a good way. Like that's a very good good list. You know, that's a very good. Sorry, I don't have much to say. It's just a very satisfying list. For now, there's a lot of holes. You know, I'm kind of having this idea of when we finished the entire series, when we're done doing like Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, you know, Gen 5, Gen 6, 7, 8, 9, and so forth. You know, we do a final bonus one, and we do all of the Pokemon we haven't found matchups about. And this could be a very tiring episode, a very tiring stream, but it could be a very funny one. I kind of want to find a matchup for Aggron. I'm sorry. Aggron's a favorite of mine. Let me get a matchup at least. What is it? Because they have big armor? What is it? Salamence versus Valstrax. What the fuck is Valstrax? Sorry if that. I asked that question like super coldly. That was super cold, but no, I genuinely don't know what character you. I don't know who Valtrax is, nor where that could be from. Sorry. Hey, it's called Rhino. Why is it? Why do we always put Aggron? Why do we always put Aggron against the Rhinos? If anything, that should be Rhino versus Rhino. I kind of want to do that now. But two beasts of steel were made for defense and charging. Also care about people, but are compared to other creatures. You know, well, it's not really important. Monochromon. I mean, I'm not sure about the idea that it's a Digimon. It's a Pokemon versus a random Digimon again. Dinosaur-like creature, rival with body, spikes, armor, composed of stone and steel. I don't know. I'm gonna give it to the Aggron versus Rhino from Warframe. I feel like this is simple. Okay, let's get one last look to Salamence. What if this was the Rathalos fight? You know what I mean? What if this was the Rathalos fight? Because, you know, they're both dragons, Lord of the Skies in some way. They're both from, like... They're both, like, pretty high dragons from popular series of, like, that's about, like, collecting monsters, you know? That might just be it. That might just be the Rathalos versus Salamence battle. I don't see. I mean, I can't think of anything better for Rathalos. So, you know, I think we found it. That's the matchup. There's probably better matchups. Like even within Pokemon, there's probably a Pokemon that fits Rathalos better. Like I've seen a bunch of Charizards and shit, but I don't know. I don't really know. Okay, I think I'm kind of like losing my mind a little bit, so I think this is a pretty good list to finish this. How do I? I think it's a good way to call it a day. I think I'm gonna call it a day for this generation. At least I found a matchup for Swampert, and that's the important thing. That's the important thing for me, and I'm very happy with how many matchups. I kind of like the Moby Dick matchup. I'm not gonna lie, the Moby Dick matchup is kind of good. But no, I'm kind of happy that there's actually a lot of the Pokemons I like got their matchups, so I'm kind of happy with myself. And yeah, that's a solid amount of Pokemon. I need to do a percentage of like matchups I find every video. I should run stats like this. Anyway, I guess I'll see that later. I think I'm just gonna call it a day. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining and participating and having fun and fucking around and finding out, because this is kind of what this little series of streams is about. We get to have fun. We get to make funny comparisons and random matchups. All right, that was Torach at your service. See ya. Cut.